Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to master camera settings on your Honor 600 Lite 5G. So first, what are we going to do is we're going to open up the camera app. Now, if we want to be a master at our camera, what are we going to do is we're going to talk about every single mode. So the first one from the left side, we got the night mode. So we shoot night pictures only with it. It basically boosts up our exposure and makes sure that the shutter speed is okay. And it does that automatically with the help of the AI and good cameras right here. Now we got the cameras, we got everything, but what we really need next is we need to talk about the portrait. So the portrait basically takes pictures of things that are close up and removes or blurs the background. So as you guys can see, I have taken this photo as an example. You guys cannot see it that well, but this is actually blurred out a little, and this is in a pretty much high quality. Now we got the photo. This is the normal mode where everyone is taking their pictures. We can choose between 0.6 and 10. So as you guys can see, we can change it and we can go up to 10. Of course, it is also normal. We can hold our finger here. We can press on it and we can simply slide down to manage the exposure. Next, we got the video. We can record in 1080p or 720p and 30 FPS. Now we can also change it from 0.6, but now here we got the, let's say 10, but it's definitely not recommended to record something on the 10x zoom because the video will be in a very bad quality. And here we got the Pro. So the Pro one, basically we can choose everything manually here. We can set the ISO up. So for example, now it's much darker. Definitely we can change it and you guys can definitely notice the difference by the light that's right here. And as you guys can see, even my finger is changing the colors a little. So this is how we know that the ISO works. Now we got the shutter speed. We can change it to whatever we want. It also kind of lowers our brightness. So here we can put it at 8. But it's definitely not recommended. We can also put it on automatic right here. And now we got our exposure too. So we can change the exposure right here. I'm a big fan of the lower exposure. I think that those pictures just look very aesthetic. And as you guys can see, let me quickly take a picture with the settings that I do have right now. I'm pretty sure that it looks amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy taking pictures with the lower exposure. Here we got the autofocus. We can set the manual focus right here and we can basically adjust it for the things that we are going to take a picture of. So let me quickly take a picture of the flower. Now the flower is a little blurred out. This is not the best picture I've taken, but still it looks amazing. And we also got the white balance. We can set the white balance up and it basically balances our white. So let me quickly go over, click here, and we can change it to clouds. We can change it to every single mode that we pretty much want. And here we can adjust it just by sliding with our finger. And we got everything in kelvins. So we can change it right here. Also in more, we got the multi-video. So as you guys can see, this is my front camera. And we also got the front and the back camera at the same time. We can now start recording. As you guys can see, let me quickly show you how the recording looks like. So it's recording 2 POVs at once. This is actually amazing. I love this feature. And of course we got the slow-mo. So I do not need to explain how slow-mo works because all it really does is it slows down everything. It records in more frames per second, so it's a bit more accurate. Of course the video was very slowed down. We got the panorama. So the panorama, basically we need to take a picture and then we move our screen all around. It's around 180 or 360 degrees, so we can do a whole 360 and we can take a picture of everything in a straight line. So it'll look amazing. Now this is how Panorama works like. We got the time lapse. Of course, it will record and then it will speed up the process. So for example, if you press start right here, we can start the time lapse. And as you guys can see, it even says that we want to keep our device steady and on our tripod. So as you guys can see, here is the first 10 seconds. Now there's nothing on the time-lapse time yet. And now there's a second. So the settings that I do have right now are basically 1 second per, I'm pretty sure 15 seconds. So soon we should see the second appearing. And as you guys can see, it is right here. Now we can go over and simply stop the recording. Now it is only 2 seconds, so this is how the time lapse works. And now what are we gonna do is we're gonna leave it. The next, we got the high res, so it will try and take high resolution pictures. Let me quickly show you guys how it works. So now I've taken a picture and it looks like this. So these automatic settings are not bad. They're actually good. And what else do we have here is of course an option to scan the documents. So if we got any documents on us, then we can easily scan them. Let me quickly try and as you guys can see, I've taken a picture of my bottle. Now here is the preview of it. And of course we can export this. We can select next and we can export it as a PDF, text file, notes and extra and everything else. So that's basically how making it work. So you got a lot of options in your camera app, but all you really need to do is test them and enjoy them. So that's how you guys can easily master the camera and the photo quality, so the pro section. And that's basically it for the video. So I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.